Aston Arsenal podcast. I just want to start off with apologising for the watch along not happening basically, and for this match day against Aston Villa. It was all sort of set and ready to go and all that, and circumstances have come about, and it never happened sadly. Again, all I can do is apologise, but a part of that apology is doing this little video here. I'm adding a few of the little video clips I managed to film while I was at the stadium today, before, during, and after the game. But I hope you enjoyed it. But before we get into, I'll move on to all that, and don't forget, by the way, to subscribe, smash that like button, and if you want to become a member for the set price of either 99p or £1.99, feel free. All great perks and all that jazz you'll see as you going to become a member if you want to, and obviously help do spread the word of the channel. That would be massively appreciated. But my thoughts on the game. First off, we should have been clear. The game should have been over by half time. The amount of chances we created, and apart from Jesus' goal, we wasted basically. It's like from the get-go as well. We were in their face. We smelled blood, and it was just like, for the first 45 minutes, as I say, we're going at half time 1-0 up, and then the second half comes along, and we just come out a bit lethargic, and we totally let Villa to have some sort of say in the second half, basically. Let them attack us a bit more than we did in the first half. And just drop a few yards. We weren't getting, when they was on the ball, we weren't really getting in their face until the last second, basically. And even though we would carve out chances in between all that in the second half, it wasn't at the same tempo as we were in the first half, which is something Arteta is going to obviously work on in the next few days before going to Manchester against United. But yeah, again, had a setback in terms of the goal, straight from Douglas Luiz scoring directly straight from the corner. Comes on, first touch, literally takes a corner and it goes directly into the goal. There was a VAR check for offside at the time, because I'm at the other end of the ground in block 4, so I didn't know what was going on. And then we checked the VAR check. There's a VAR check for foul, and then obviously there was no foul basically deemed. I've since got back this evening and watched that took the goal back, and the image they used basically to make their choice of if it was a foul or not. And from the image they were using, I'm surprised it was still given. In one sense, when I say I'm surprised, that's because Premier League wise, the officiating is soft. Let's be honest. And on another day, that situation comes about, that goal gets taken off. It stays 1-0 to the opponent, or whatever scoreline wise. But it didn't. It was deemed okay. The goal counted 1-1, and straight away the fans were all literally like, okay, dust ourselves off, pick ourselves up, pick the team up, and we go again. And we did it again. Yet again, in 5 games we've played, 3 times at home, 3 times, 2 of them games, 3 times we've given away sloppy goals. Or we've given away sloppy goals in all the games, let's be honest. All goals that were avoidable. But when I say 3-4, there was an instant response, and I mean instant response. Going back to Leicester City, Seaver scores an own goal. A couple of minutes later, not even a couple of minutes, within a minute of the kickoff, the restart, the ball's in the back of the net. That was 3-1. They then later on that game, Madison scores a minute later. Bang, 4-2. And then that obviously we saw Fulham. They scored a while later. We go on to equalise and go on to win. But tonight it was the similar vibes of the Leicester City game, in the sense, and when I say that, in the sense of I'm trying to think how I'm going to word this. We had that moment of just out of nowhere, basically a goal for the opponent out of nowhere, bit of a setback, and like the fans, the players weren't looking heads. Players with their heads weren't down. They weren't blaming one another. They just got up, dusted themselves down, and went again. And within 3 to 4 minutes of the restart, bang! Martinelli, Saka assist, 2-1, match winner. Thank you very much. 3 points in the bag, 5 wins out of 5. Now, people have been talking about, obviously, up till this game, it's been the last time Arsenal won 4 games out of 4 was 2004, the 2004-05 season. Now, we're in 5 games, the first 5 out of 5, 15 points out of 15. Honestly, I'm trying to remember the last time our 5th game of the 04-05 season, we drew to Bolton. I think it's Bolton at Highbury. Sorry, I think. It's been that long, guys. Bear with me on that one, but I honestly can't remember the last time Arsenal won the opening 5 games, got maximum 15 out of 15 points. And now we're literally, Sunday's the next game against United away. That's going to be the first true test of the season in terms of, because of the mentality side of things. When I say true test, it's more the mentality side of things. Because then, again, on paper, if we turn up, no mistakes in us, don't let the mental block of the years gone by get in our heads, and don't allow the Manchester United crowd to put us off. That makes sense. We could obviously break the hoodoo with the fans in the stadium and win a game at that place with fans in for the first time in God knows how long. Because the last time we won there was when there was no fans, behind closed doors. It just didn't feel the same, even though we did win 1-0. It just didn't feel the same, even though it is a win, and obviously. But it would have been much sweeter having that in there, suffering, watching it in the actual stadium. But it is what it is. It seems whenever at their weakest as well, they've got a few things going on, even though Ten Hag's staying, Ronaldo's staying put, and Maguire's staying put and all that. There's no way they're leaving, this, that and the other. They're vulnerable. Yet again, we're going to a game against Manchester United, home or away, especially away, where they are vulnerable, and we can really go for the kill and put our foot on their neck and just send a message out there to the rest of the league that this is actually us. This is how serious we're beating this season. We ain't messing about. We ain't gonna start dropping silly points against these silly teams that, with all due respect, at this moment in time we should be beating. And this will be if we can go to, as I say, if we go to Manchester and we can get the win, that sends not just a message, that sends a statement actually out to the rest of the league. All the doubters, all the media lovies of the Tottenhams, the Uniteds and all that, and the Chelsea lovies and all that. That sends a message. A statement. We are not here to mess about. We are here to compete and get ourselves in the best position possible come May in the league, be it wherever in the top four, be it unrealistically first, because I think honestly I still think Man City are going to win the league come May. But second's up for grabs. The way the season has started, with other teams and all that, and the way we've started, second is technically realistic. Not well, at this moment in time, it's realistic. Is that for grabs? Personally, I'm still trying to keep level-headed, and I think third, a domestic cup, sorry, be it League Cup or FA Cup, and the Europa League trophy, sorry. If we can do that this season, that'll be a fantastic season. It builds more for the following season then, and that's when we go for compete for the title and trying to get our hands on it for the first time in fucking years. It's been too long. And obviously, we want to end. We don't want to do Liverpool by 30 fucking years. We want to end the fucking drought of the league title drought ASAP. One way or the other. And we will, hopefully, touch wood. But yeah. As I was saying before, about tonight's game, we should have been outside by half time. The 2-1, fantastic as it is to win, get the 3 points on the board, and other teams have dropped points so far on this match day. Got one more game to go in terms of playing out of Leicester tomorrow. We have to look at certain things. Why did we just kill the game after the first half? Why did we come out the way we did in the second half? Where can we address that and where can we fix that? And if we do that, fantastic. We will have no problem going to Manchester United side. Another side note before I move on and leave you to watch the little clips I put up along with this little video. Sammy the Conga. A lot of talk, obviously, with the party situation in terms of him being injured. Ainsley's obviously he's gone to Southampton apparently on loan for the rest of the season and an option to buy. And Zinchenko not been available either. I said this to James. I met James earlier as well. Pick up James along with Adam and James Johnson, respectively at different times, obviously, before the kick-off and all that, before I went in. Because we bumped into two of them. Me and James had already pre-arranged to meet up. And I met Liam as well, actually. That was pre-arranged as well, but that was something else. And that was brief. But yeah, chat to James, sorry. And I was trying to think, my head's gone blank now. But basically, it's gone blank. But yeah, big shout to James Rowe. Basically, yeah, we did meet up. It's so bizarre to do now. We met up, had a bit of a chat, catch up, and all. It has been like fucking not just shy of 3 years since we last saw each other in person because of the pandemic, obviously. And the fact he lives over in Holland. Haven't had a chance to meet up since in person, and yeah, it was good to finally get that off our back basically, and have a chat and have a catch up, have a bit of a laugh. But yeah, that was it about James. And now I remember, yeah, because that's Sammy the Conga. Sorry, I do apologise. With Samby, because with all the other players, as I say, but I did say this to James, and hope he does back me up if he sees this. This was the perfect game really to bring Sambi in, because where Villa have been this season, going into this game, they played 4, 1-1, lost 3. One of the defeats was against Bournemouth, newly promoted on the opening day. They've just looked poor basically. They looked poor tonight for the majority of the game, but we didn't back in terms of second half. But the first half of the second half, that makes sense. But Sammy Lokonga tonight comes in with a lot of pressure put on that, basically because of the situation that was just put on him this time, because of how things had played out back in the last season. There was a lot of pressure on him to perform tonight, and he was fantastic tonight. Not a mistake or error or the same thing or anything to sort of worry about in terms of Sammy tonight against Villa, because he was cool, calm, collected. The ball came to him. He knew his job. He knew his role. He looked comfortable on the ball. Didn't look like he was going to a deer in headlights, basically. And it was all over the place as well. In terms of off the ball, his off the ball movement was fantastic as well. He was literally on it, literally like running down the opposition midfield, trying to get that ball back, tracking back, defending, helping the team defend. And yeah, I was so happy for him, because he had been through a bit last season, overplayed in certain situations, thrown on the bus back in January, in my opinion, in terms of the only midfield player we had at one point, in terms of as part of a player pivot, basically. And because obviously Granit was out injured, and then he got suspended, and then part of the AFCON came back for 5 minutes, got suspended. Ainsley was loaned out, and he was just basically thrown on the bus, in my opinion. I wasn't happy about it. So for him to come in tonight and have that performance and play like he did, fantastic. And I'm so proud and happy for him. But hopefully, that isn't a one-off, because as I say, in general, about the real big test about Sunday coming, that also goes down to individual performances, including Sambi. And if he plays like he did tonight, I'm not going to be worried. We just have to get our heads down and prepare ourselves now for the big game on Sunday. In the meantime, hopefully Leicester can knacker them out, run a few of them out, maybe cause an injury, maybe. And possibly, from an Arsenal perspective, bring at least another pair, or if not 2 pairs of fresh faces in, to the doors before deadline day tomorrow, evening at 11 p.m. By the way, I will be doing a transfer deadline day stream for the last few hours of the day, of the transfer window, sorry. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah, I'm trying to think now. That'll be around about 6, 7 o'clock. One of the two. That's when I'll start. That'll go all the way through till 11, just after 11. When the window closes, we'll analyse it, try and get a few guests on, and just have a bit of a laugh really along the way. And hopefully, as I say, Arsenal can bring a player or two in. We do need it. To the point it says that we had to play, with all due respect, we had Matt Smith on the bench tonight. The doctor was on the bench. If you know, you know. Yeah. I'm trying to think now. Mine's gone blank. Yeah. So I'm gonna now put this all together. So hopefully you do enjoy the rest of the video. From now here on in, there's a few second clips here, there, it's all before Mersden and the sack. And I'll see you on the other side. as I say, I'll see you tomorrow for the deadline day transfer window stream. Hope we get a few guests on for that, as I say. For a few hours, we've got the remaining few hours, and then see what Arsenal can provide for us, basically. If you are new to the channel, do smash that like button, do subscribe as well. Do share the content around, that does massively help. And if you want to, you can become a member for either 99p or £1.99. All the perks will be listed as prior. And yeah, as always, up the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners.